Hello, Americans, and other friends, subscribers around the world. So funny because that screen on this looks brighter out here on this camera than it actually is. Kind of. Anyway, man, get ready to do a little fire chat, man. So with that fire chat, you gotta have a fire. I was gonna get out of here earlier, but I was sitting in there with the pretty Miss Kitty. And then I'm going to try yesterday, which we'll talk about here in a minute, but Muskrat and Cindy was here for the last couple days. I miss them. They're so great. We sat around this fire. I ended up, Muskrat, you'll be able to go over to his channel. Make sure you go over there, man, subscribe and like and all that. But he ended up putting the camera out for a little bit, and, you know, we even talked about it. For one thing, we really, other than sitting around, you know, sharing stories and talking and visiting and laughing and all that, we just kind of sat around the fire. They weren't here for a long time, you know. An overnighter on their way to the coast to see his mom, and then an overnighter coming back on their way home. They made it home all safe and sound, so that's good. So I didn't end up filming a bunch of that, man. I apologize for that, but it's, like we said, man, it was more about us visiting than making YouTube videos. And hopefully we're going to get together soon and, you know, get out and actually do something. That's what I told them. I wish they'd have spent the week here instead of traveling more. But Muskrat had handed me this piece of what he starts. We were talking about the you know, the pitch and all that. You can't, you know, unless you had a bundle, you know, you put you know, carry it on your side, you know, a little leather pouch or something, you carry some pitch in and stuff, and it does get a little sticky sometimes. But what he carries in his pocket, and he gave me, man, is it shreds up pieces of tire, which actually I think I'm going to cut this one in half because I don't think I need that much. But he cuts up, you know, inner tubes, not tire, but old inner tubes, and he carries pieces of inner tube. Well, that wasn't very good. To start a fire, man. He's all, you gotta try it. And actually, I talked to him this morning, man. He's all, try that yet? So I'm gonna give it a whirl. Well, it's just a chunk of inner tube. Actually, I'm gonna use these ones. I'll keep that one in my pocket. And I have a bunch, or some old inner tubes. So see, man, whoops. Old inner tube, you know, that's just oil. So, man, it lights up about like the pitch. Like I said, doesn't smell as good as the pitch, I'll tell you that. But that, just to carry a chunk of that, or he had I don't know, half dozen pieces in his pockets that he just carries with him all the time. I mean, it doesn't take up much space and doesn't, you know, great thing. You know, funny little things you don't really think about. But always have I'm putting that piece back in my pocket. Putting that piece back in my pocket for later. Good emergency thing. Look at that, man. Works as good as the dang, other than the little black smoke coming out of it. That's pretty good, man. Pretty darn good there. Well, I'm going to get me a chair pulled up. There we go. Holy crap, it kind of... Hey! What kind of crick is that? Alright, so, what's been going on since I don't remember the last video. Oh, the last video when I was up the mountain, it was opening deer. And at the end of the count, I don't think I ever gave the end of the count. There was 44 vehicles on my mountain. You know, which basically, if you take the thing, it's like a 50 mile loop or circle that I do up there running the fences. Which the fences, man, we got tomorrow is supposed to be the end of the fences. I'll have to call and see, and got to get back up there and. You know, obviously, I'll check and make sure the fences are all good. But more than anything, tomorrow is I'll be trying to locate cows to see where they are. And with the weather the way it's been, they might actually extend it out for another week or so. We'll see what the boss man says about that. But 44 vehicles up there, man. And then you figure there's at least 2 per car. That's 88 humans. And a lot of times there's more than that. So it's right at that 100. That's a lot of dang people in a... You know, when I talk about the mountain and that loop I make, you know, obviously there's, you know, a few different peaks or whatever. But, you know, it's like taking that map and drawing a 50 mile loop around that with over 100 people hunting them few little mountains in that fit. That's a lot of dang hunters, man. Sure ain't like it used to be. Yeah. So, man, thank you so much to Cindy and Muskrat for coming, man. I sure wish they'd have had more time. We are definitely, and Cindy said it best, man. She said we're like kindred spirits, man, and that's, oh, they're just great. I wish they were closer. That's me and Muskrat talked, said, so I know what we can do, man, is I'll start on my side, you start on your side, and we'll start cutting us a path or a road straight through the Frank Church Wilderness area. Because if we went through the Frank, man, if I could just go straight, which the Frank Church is right straight across from New Meadows, you know, the little town up the road here. Straight across from New Meadows. Man, we could just go straight across. Maybe a few rivers and stuff we're going to have to contend with, but, you know. But anyway, because, man, you got to go all the way around. There's, 3 different routes, which they came down one route and ended up going back a different one. And that's what kind of plan we're hoping to, what's going on in this crazy world. I'm sure we'll touch that too. But, our plan, man, start saving a few bucks and stuff, is to get up there. They run that, or they take care of that fairground. So the spring and summer, mostly summer is really busy for them. But I'd like to get up there in the springtime. I'll have to talk to him about that, because he always says to come in the fall, seeing he's busy doing the fairgrounds, especially in the summertime. So, man, springtime, you know, other than the Avalanche Alley and stuff like that between us, I'd like to get up there in the springtime before he gets really busy at the fairgrounds, because they came down, you know, in the fall here, and that's when, because we'd planned on, when I got the motorhome, you know, we were planning on taking a trip over there that we didn't end up getting to do. And he's all, man, make sure and try to wait till the fall, you know, which hunting season and all that. But, man, I got my fish fences. So, guess we'll have to figure that. So we're hoping to go up there next year, man, if if any of us are even around anymore by then. There is so much crap going on, man. They're so close to World War III, nuclear war, and, you know, like I said, I get up, man, I read the headlines, and actually, I guess it was 2 nights ago, the night that Muskrat and Cindy, I got up and was telling them about that, but that, what's her name, Gebbard, or, that gal that just told the Democratic Party to stick it, anyway, whatever her name, you know who I'm talking about, and watched her on, about the first Joe Rogan podcast I've listened to that was back to how it used to be, because things change. You know, all he's concerned about is getting comedians to move to Texas, man. That's his new. He's opening that club. I was saying, man, I have a love-hate relationship with the Joe Rogan. But, man, he used to do, and it ain't really so much Joe Rogan is, the people that he'd have on there, man. He gets some good people, and you get some good, learned some pretty interesting stuff and everything on there, but ever since they, came down on him, and I don't know if that's, you know, he's kind of wimped out, man. He ain't getting the concert, dude, I'm losing right now, dude. controversial. Dude, I can't even come up with the word, man. It's so hillbilly. That's a big word for me. You know, the people that are friggin' it gets ridiculed and everything for getting on there. Controversial or whatever, dude. I know the word. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Read that. But anyway, dude, that aside. Damn, dude. Still trying to figure it out. Anyway, man, he don't. Ever since he got you know, they're wanting, you know, people were, I guess it was the Dems wanting to shut down his show and all that. He's kind of mellowed out, man. He ain't as radical as he used to be as far as whoever, you know. Don't tell me who to put on my show. And then, like I said, man, anymore, I think he only does most of the time three podcasts a week. He's gotten too big for his britches. That's the problem. And it ain't the show that it's. Which, man, it's like I said, it's love-hate, man. Because one minute I'm like, oh yeah, man, he's pointing out some good stuff. The next time, that son of a. That's not. I listen, you know. Actually, I'll check it. A lot of times, I'll just fast forward through segments just to see if he's touching on anything of interest to me. Because talking about all the comedy clubs and all that, I could give a rat's ass about any of that, you know. But all right, so that's enough on him. Oh man, KARRA. It was actually the next day. It was yesterday morning. What, yesterday? No. Day before yesterday. The day after opening day. All these freaking vehicles and construction and all the movement around here. It sounded like somebody coming down the dirt road. Anyway, she got her deer. She got a buck. Ended up getting a forked horn. I'll show you a picture of that right here. Yeah, pretty awesome. Now she's gung-ho. She has, I think she's got 4 more days that she can get a cow elk. So we may end up running up and hunting. I got my deer tag, and I think we got another week on that, so I got to get up and do that. That was one of the things that Muskrat and Sydney were wanting to get back so they could get a little hunting in, you know. All those hillbillies like to put up some meat for the winter, especially in these crazy freaking times. But, like I said, man, I haven't been watching too much. Check the headlines every morning and all that. Other than that, I was talking about that gal being on the show. I got sidetracked. Squirrel! What is her name? You guys know what I'm talking about. Pretty gal. Gebbard or whatever her name is. Man, she's on there, and I'll tell you what. Things that she had to say and things that she's seen and knows from being in that world. She definitely got, man, if you didn't see that or listen to that podcast, that's definitely one to listen to. Look up everything real fast. I know 90% of y'all know who I'm talking about. Tulsi Gabbard, that's what it is. That's close, man. But she, the things that she said on that thing with the nukes and the war, and if somebody don't do something and turn this ship, man, we are in deep crap. You know how far it goes and all that, we'll see. Which war, you know, if we end up going to war, besides nukes, you know, if they end up nuking and just destroying the whole world, then I guess you ain't gonna have to worry about too much then. Be worrying about growing an arm out your face or something. But man, is the cyber warfare and the, going after electricity and all that, and obviously the oil. They already do that, and then they blew that bridge up over there. It's so much crap going on. And then I did see a headline, but then I didn't really hear. I haven't researched it all that. That they bombed the Germany embassy. I guess they're in Russia. I don't know if that's true or not, man. That's I just seen a headline of that. Like I said, man, more than anything, I get on there and I check just to make sure they ain't lobbing freaking bombs at us, or we're lobbing bombs at them, or oh man, these times, dude. This is the craziest, crazy times to be living in. What the heck are we leaving for our kids and our grandkids? Maybe nothing. Well, maybe nothing. And then they're, Slow Joe getting on there. Oh, yeah, don't worry about it. I don't think we're going into a recession. Hey, Joe, I'm pretty sure we're already in a recession. Maybe headed for a depression. Or a total collapse. That dude, holy crap, man. They need to put him away. They need to put him in a freaking place, padded walls, something, man. They need, that dude has lost it. Just watch that freaking his wife back behind him, which she's a piece of crap. She's letting the cronies freaking puppet him, and she's just going along with it. What the hell is wrong with these freaking country? I can't believe, dude, we are the laughing stock of the world. I watched that Australian, I haven't lately, but freaking watched that Australian news channel there on YouTube, and man, you know, you ain't getting none of that left-wing, right-wing bullcrap from them, man. They're just telling the way it is, dude. I'm telling you, we are the laughing stock of the world. And they can't even believe that we have who we have in charge of this country. I'm not done with that crap. Just wanted to touch on that a little bit. Plans for today is, now that it's definitely getting brighter, I can't believe how much brighter on that camera it is than it is out here. The sun hasn't even crested over the mountain. But I'm going to get the charger on the tractor this morning. I got to find some wire to run a new wire on the General, the Power Wagon. I'd like to get those pulled out there, but I want to get the oil and everything back into the tractor, get it, man, because the snow's coming. With all the craziness in the world, man, you still need to keep your ducks in line and get ready, because, man, it's probably going to be a lot worse. I need to get some more diesel. I've got the tank on the tractor filled. I only got 1 5-gallon thing I might have to convert another one over to, diesel. Get a few gallons of diesel. Man, fuel prices here still, it went down. I was paying $5.17, and this is ethanol free, no moonshine. Because, man, the moonshine won't work. The green bean won't run on it. Man, my Lady Hawk, the van, won't run on it. My Dodge Power Wagon, they all chug. So then I end up having to put a $10 or $15 bottle of whatever that crap's called in it. And, so that just makes the fuel even that more expensive. Can't remember what the regular stuff. But anyway, it came down from $5.17 to $5.11. But then I was hearing or reading that it's going to be going right back up. So, man, I need to get some. I've got, man, probably 25 or 30 gallons, but I've used them up. I actually need to go in and fill them, so that's going to be a cha-ching. Filled up the green bean coming back last time up the mountain, and it was already, I still had, I don't know, a little under a quarter of a tank, and it still cost me between 50 and 60 bucks for the green bean. Man, dude, I used to throw freaking, 20, 25 bucks the green bean. It was nothing. It's insane. That's about all I really got for you this morning, man. I need to get, finish this cup of coffee. A little chilly this morning, man, but it's crazy, the temps. Give you your weekly forecast thing, man. They're calling, it's just the craziest thing. I'll get it back on here. So we've got, today is supposed to be 79. I'll give you the temps for the week. 79, 80, 79, 77, 78, 79, 79, 77, 75, and not a cloud in the flipping sky. Like, all this could change. This is all this predictions. And then the lows are overnight low tonight 39, 44, 42, 42, 42, 43, 43, 43, 42, 40. It's like the same exact temperature, man. I wish it was morel hunting season. We'd be hammering them. That's perfect tips for morels. We are going to try to get up. I'm going to do that this afternoon. Just get up and try to find some bear claw mushrooms, or bear tooth, bear claw, bear face, whatever you want to call it, man. There's a whole list of names for it in there. We like the bear claw. Or bear tooth mushrooms is what we used to call it. Anyway, and it's the same as lion's mane. And 'tis the season. Kevin found that one. I've looked, man, especially like up on the fish fences, but I want to go to a different mountain range, you know, because we're surrounded no matter what direction we go. And then, see these airplanes, man. Tell me that those things chemtrailed my butt. If you don't think they're messing with the weather, you lost your mind. Anyway, the fish fences, as soon as they're done, you know, I'll continue, obviously, to haul wood in, hunting, all that, but we will go off on another mountain range and stuff, some other areas. It was so busy up there with all them humans. I'll be curious to see how many are up there later today or tomorrow or whenever I end up going up. And then we'll see if we continue on. So we might be up there next week too. But we want to go to some other, just watching these planes. They actually look like they're going to collide. They're in their damn trails. Yeah, and still, man, I still want to get me some dang fishing in. I didn't get over there to do any of that bass fishing. That really agitates me. But it's time, man. I got so much stuff to do here. I need to get after it. I need to stop babbling. Get this tractor. Definitely got to have it fired up and ready, man, because when this switches from this crazy fall warmer weather, it's going to switch, and it's going to probably switch fast, man, and probably start dumping snow. That's all I got, man. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Get your postcards in for that drawing. I haven't looked. I know we were getting pretty dang close, man. Pretty dang. I think we're under, I don't know, around 150 or 175 more subscribers. We'll be doing that drawing. Man, if those two planes collide, that would be just crazy. I mean, you know, for this close. So, get your postcards in. Check out the links below in the eBay store, man. Been every day putting a few new things on there. I got a gob of crap I need to get on there. A gob of crap, big stuff I need to sell too, but they got by each other okay. Good Lord willing, them creeks don't rise. We'll be back again tomorrow. See ya.